think you can beat me, just comment me your gamer tag and we can get it going. I hit the wrong button. I hope this internet is fixed, because I hate to have to call them again. Don't make no sense. You pay so much for something, and you only get half of it.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Testing.
Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather.
Testing.
With the card in the ATM in the sad era.
Alright, we're good. Let's go.
Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos.
You can also find me on Twitter at Queen of the One. On Instagram, Queen of the One, 2083.
Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Really?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Here we go. Check 3. Check it out.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
54 Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Wow.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, Montgomery looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, check. Watch it. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd down, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel.
Oh!
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gotta get a touchdown.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 25-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So far, so good.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And some room to roam now. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 19-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Trubisky. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky on first down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdown. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Eluding the pressure, under pressure again, and down he goes again. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good.
Now let's go, Panthers.
And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby. Come on. But no dice that time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They try to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson. 48 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Should have had that pick. God, come on.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Next to score, Bears 7, Panthers nothing.
Hello for whoever was joined in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Please. And subscribe if not.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
All right, let's see what I can do.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw is Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 59, Mike. 8.
To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Jarius Williams. Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I don't think you got it, son. Right there.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Oh, I was
Open
coming
man
loose.
is Trey Burton. And he'll be down at the 46. So
Come
they go from
on,
one
step
46
away.
to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
54. Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That's placed it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trubisky will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
That's it, baby.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Back to throw, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Mr. Reliable. There
And
we
he'll
go.
be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, twisting away. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jam. Check 24.
Here's McCaffrey, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Oh.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Gotta get something.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks.
Right,
Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to it in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably been about himself first.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let me be smart with this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still
trying to get in there.
Right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Now it's Newton.
Do it.
And, pressure there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast. Quick strikes. You're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Come up with
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play
As usual, the
smarter.
hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some room to work.
Wow,
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 52 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
All right, my first game back. We
in
finally
the
got a
win
full
column
game
for the
in, but I'm
Chicago
a little
Bears,
rusty, as you can
and this
see,
was
so.
truly a total team effort, Charles,
Stay
on both
tuned.
sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely
See
pitched
if
a
I can win
shutout,
this
so
next
it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the
from out of
field.
Georgia.
So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
All right, come on, man. I got to get some revenge on the next team. It was a good game. Close game until that pick.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
It was a little glitchy. Alright, I gotta get back in my win column. Let's go. Hate to lose. Come on now.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special.
Abigail.
I just wanna see more desto. Hit your door and I'm
Cut the light off,
Crestos. Mexican, don't make pesos.
Thank
Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Never save no.
You cut that on them.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina
Make sure you hit that like button, share, comment, criticize,
here in
and
Charlotte.
subscribe.
They are ready to
Hit
go
the bell so you
as
know
the
when I'm
Panthers are
on,
set to match
and we can
up
get a game
with
going.
the Baltimore Ravens.
I need practice. Because, yeah, we're going to stream. We got to stream the Coronavirus Classic.
We are off from Charlotte.
Championship game.
This will be
Panthers
taken to the back of the end
Texans.
zone.
Hopefully we'll get that in by the end of the
And
week.
the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down
Make
right
sure
at
the
the 20.
internet holds up. But for right now, I got to beat the Ravens.
Set, ready, 6 yards, 54, right, 54, 3
I knew we was going to run with him. I tried to get him. Oh, Lord.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That's one. That's
Lamar
one.
Jackson,
You're going to fumble in a minute.
80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
Boy, he gonna run with Lamar all the time, probably. All I had to do is hit Lamar one time, let him fumble, and he'll stop. He'll stop running with that man. I don't care. Everybody try to run with Lamar. I'm gonna stop him.
As they get it up past the 30.
All right, let's go. Try this first.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 26,
Newton.
check 26.
Oh, God, he beat
Nowhere to escape, and he
I hit the
goes
button to
down.
throw it. Let's.
Jihad Ward in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
He should have had that pick.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Right,
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9.
Newton.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Eight. You better be afraid of me.
Newton on 3rd down. Got him, man. It's right.
All right, let's
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
What's up,
and
Stacy?
no more.
How you doing?
Officially no gain on the play, and
Hopefully
it's
my
2nd
internet
down.
is back good.
At the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Mike. What it is? Breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the
I'll be
intended
doing good
target,
when I get a
but
W,
now
man.
it'll
I
be
lost the
3rd
first
down.
game.
And
I
that
got to
is
get my
first
comeback.
incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like
trying
the
to get
play
the rest
calling
out,
right
man.
out of
It's
the
been a
gate.
while.
I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
third down. Here's McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him short of first down at about the 16. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Are you ready?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Yeah, I need to get a pick.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board
still got to play our game, Stacey.
Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
He ran with
it's a loss of
the
a
first
yard
time.
there, and it's second down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
That was a fastball.
The throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks,
thanks for the views.
They'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball. Who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it. With Jackson out to his left.
He gonna fumble it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, you should have just punted.
180. 48 Mike. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Check 9, check 9. Check safety, check safety. Kill.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jim. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Panthers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
All right, let's stop him again.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So
I promise you, after I hit him 3 times.
And rebuild that confidence.
He gonna fumble.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Run with him again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Running.
Bruce Irvin.
Watch after the
Credit
3rd
him
turn.
with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson, buying time to his left. Jackson,
what I told y'all. What I told y'all. I just didn't get the ball.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost
told you
it
he was
to
gonna
get
fumble.
it back.
3 hits.
Because
Lamar fumbled.
This is the quarterback.
Every
the ball
time.
gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it.
There you go, Luke.
In this case, though,
happy birthday to Luke Kuechly.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and
I'm
final
getting warmed up,
timeout.
Steph. They better watch
As
out.
they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st
Internet
half.
working straight.
They
Knock
failed
on
once
wood.
in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go
in
for
there.
it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And my goodness,
he
this
dropped
is
it, though. That's good. I should have had a
Boy, it
pick.
looked like he had it and dropped it.
Oh, he
and
went
this
for it?
defense will take over
Sweet.
right near midfield
Thank you.
at the
Appreciate that.
49-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple
I don't
plays.
want to throw it, no.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton.
And she gone.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there.
All right, I'm on the 37.
Yards.
7 seconds.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Let's see what I can do.
From the gun, Newton. And that's complete to
Timeout.
McCaffrey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout.
He ain't got
So
no
with
time
1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
In there.
And this will split the
Here we go. I'm
uprights.
warmed
It's
up
right
now,
down the
Steph.
middle.
You see
So
that?
2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I
High five.
return
High five.
after the break. And we welcome you back live.
Oh, and
now
I get the
inside
ball
booth
back. I'm
alongside
double
Charles
dipping in the
Davis. I'm Brady
chip
Garland, set and
with the
ready to
chip.
rock.
Ah!
before the third quarter.
No, not the chill, the
Panthers
dip,
out in front, and
but
they
the
will
chip.
give the
Double.
football first.
Oh,
Second
when
half
you messed
action
up, I get it
underway.
at 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go,
Come on now, let's get this run good.
Shift. Watch the safety creep.
This dude thought he was going to beat me because on the first play, he ran 80 yards with Lamar.
On the ground, McCaffrey.
Excuse me.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a
I
guy
got to
like
get me
him,
another
you and I
touchdown.
both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm getting warmed up for that Coronavirus Classic step.
From the 44, Newton underneath. He's
Nah,
got
Bo,
Olsen.
you ain't going to... Oh, he really tried to get
9
me.
yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Pick the edge. Go. Hey, watch the edge.
Now a run with
Oh,
McCaffrey.
come on, 70, you could...
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd
Block
and 8.
for me, bro.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get
Going to
production from
Hogan.
their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and
Throwing
widen
it
this
to Hogan
margin,
if
too.
he's open.
I got one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, his throw incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned
yeah,
about, can they create some
I
scoring
don't want to say today
opportunities
and we
to
not
help
do
out
it.
that offense?
One day this week, most definitely.
Newton to throw.
Gosh, look at
Into a
that
double
team.
team,
What,
it's
Abby?
intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned
Definitely
going
one day
into
this
it,
week
not
still.
necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense
Might
have
do it
to
for
hold
my
it.
birthday.
Trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think
Yeah,
that's how
that's
he's going to
tomorrow.
play this game.
Birthday's
Go for it.
tomorrow.
Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own
Now
sideline.
we'll see what his offense
If the
can
internet
do.
still works.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left.
slow.
He can run for it, and he will.
ahead, that's
and
one.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Don't
Lamar
get too
Jackson,
excited.
such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Dang.
54 Mike. Watch the twist.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
Really? Nah, bro.
And he is tackled inside the 40,
Nah,
not
Bo.
quite to the 35. It's a pickup
He gonna
of
run
11
with
and a
Lamar
Baltimore
again.
first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's 2.
Bruce Irvin picks up his 2nd sack of the
That is 2.
afternoon.
He gonna find
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down
Yeah,
back
it's
there in the
really
pocket.
fun
Oh,
playing.
no doubt, they have
Like,
a ton of pride.
I didn't think it was gonna be that much fun, like streaming, but I really like streaming
They want
too.
that uniform with no grass stains,
And
no
like,
dirt, nothing on
the
it.
Negro Sports
Oh,
League.
it'll be intercepted. Dante
had
Jackson
so much
picks
fun
it.
together.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football?
I gotta make sure
Because you
Leroy
can make an
stay at
educated
home, though,
guess
still.
defensively.
I don't want no
Not all
Leroy.
the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Shift.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Newton. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go one more. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Run, Lamar.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, I had him, man.
They may try and run for this.
Oh!
Take it into the
You don't have to
end
move,
zone
Abby.
for
You all
Ravens
up under me, man.
touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His
Abigail.
2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now
can't
they
run
can
around.
recapture the lead if they can make the
Dang it.
PAT. Tucker now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th
Oh,
quarter.
gonna.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen.
Stayed in
Get
bounds.
this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Either sit down or go back to your room, please.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
4th quarter, 2 minutes
very
on the clock
disrespectful.
in a tight 1-point game.
Walking around, just sit down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
No, off.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll
got
be
no
taken
battery?
down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
All right,
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gun. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Newton.
Ah!
And he can't get a throw off.
That's good, though, because I think if I would have threw it, it was going to be a pick. I get another chance. Let's go.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
All I need is a field goal. I'm still good. All the time is running out of this clock.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Look at that time. Just keep going. All I need to do is kick this field goal.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I ought to fake it. Oh, he was ready for it. And I missed it.
Is no good. And just
Are you kidding me?
Missing it wide to the right.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raven
that is a
offense set at the
disappointment.
line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Rocky. Shit.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram.
Nah, Bo.
And forget about finding a lane.
Nah, Bo. You better do something.
Before he was planted in the backfield. The Panthers
Now
going
you
to
seen
use
that
the second of
doggone?
their timeouts.
I should have faked the field
As
goal
it'll
still.
come with
I should have
36
just gone and did
seconds to
it.
go in half
I
number
went
2.
for it. Disappointment, man. Come on. Well, I hope I get a pick.
Hey. Back to 6.
Here's Jackson rolling to his left.
Give me that pick. Oh,
That's
man.
caught by the former Sooner,
Ah!
Mark Andrews. Now the Panthers going to signal
The
for their
game is
3rd
so
and final
glitzy.
timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Oh.
Here we go, D. Double tight.
On first down, it's Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just
Okay,
one
see, he
remaining in this
want to
fourth
score
quarter.
again. He ought to just take the knee because I can really get this ball back. Might not be nothing I can do with it, but I can get it back. Cause he'll fumble.
He's got the first down here inside the 30.
Whatever.
And finally marked down.
See,
at
come
the
on, man.
23.
Just
And
take
now
a
here
knee.
comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And down inside the
Take the
15,
timeout.
shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Let's go.
So
Okay,
the
went
final
to the
seconds
upgrade-
tick away
update
in this
this game.
Baltimore victory And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about
So,
the team that just
I'm
got
0-2
vanquished.
today.
They did score in the second
so
quarter.
great.
Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a
Like,
great way
share,
to close
comment,
them out.
criticize, and subscribe, please.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon
my
Gordon.
running,
You've been
man.
watching the NFL on
I'm used to
EA
getting
Sports.
over 100
For more,
yards. That's...
log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Come on now. 16%? Good Lord. Ain't do nothing but run with him, though. Alright, let's go. I need a win before my 2 hours is up. Please. Most definitely. You gotta keep playing this game. I mean, you never forget how to play, but you can tell when you had a few days off. And like, when the connection keep going off, that does something to your mind. This internet really, it's holding up right now. He might be done fixed it. Let's do it. He might have fixed it for.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina
they ain't
and
gonna
Bank
wanna play.
of America Stadium here in
Panthers?
Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking
I
as
ain't
the
gonna
Carolina
quit it, though.
Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in
I
Charlotte.
ain't gonna quit
They
it.
are ready to go as the Panthers are set
The
to
white
match up with Cam
I'm a white
Newton
shirt.
and the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go
white
as
shirt.
we are off from Charlotte. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Sometimes people they might play. Excuse me. He might ask for it really quick, or he might show me how he plays with the Panthers.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
What is it? Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Come on.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. McCaffrey.
They ain't really got no threat but McCaffrey.
Not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Threat but McCaffrey.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep?
Operating from the gun. Newton dancing to his left.
Nah, bro.
And he can't get rid
I
of it.
play
He's
with
taken
Cam.
down. Bruce Irvin.
Cam
drops
used
him
to
for
run
a
on this game,
4-yard
but
loss
not
there,
on
and
20.
that brings up 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I gave it
They
at
were
3.
probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's try this again.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Let me run it to the outside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
Dang,
And
Bo.
the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They don't want me
That's
to
going to go
run.
as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'm going to run this doggone
I like
ball.
the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra
And I'm
deep.
running to
They
the
wanna
red
run the
side.
football.
I ain't
But that
care.
means if
I
they're
ain't
gonna run it
scared.
inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A nice job there as he rumbles
Now
for
I'm in
9.
the pocket. I'm good.
And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
All right, let's see what I can do. I like this play. Let's try it. Oh. Second quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready? Check, 59. You remember me? You remember me?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
65. Safe. Check.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh, gone there. I tried to get away
So
from
nothing
him.
there on the screen
And go
that
right
time.
to another person.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Newton. And he's got his target.
You better keep that ball in your hand.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's do that one. Let's see.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Oh, I don't like that
he
play.
went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's not do that play again. Mark it out of the book.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Newton. Underneath, he's got Olsen.
Trying to truck.
Good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Got him.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I need
We
a
remind you that coming
touchdown.
up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured.
Yes, sir.
And he will take
Now that's
it
how you play.
across for a Panthers touchdown.
I should have took out more time, but
From 10 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
Hogan.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw
Fake
there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
My light goal is 5. I never got 5. I don't think I have. It's been a while since I
The
checked on my
Panthers out there and ready to begin
my
their next
online.
drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
light goal of 5.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
He
at
dropped
making
it?
distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long
What?
field goal that they got 3 points out of.
He-
They've got to feel good about
Wow,
that.
I was on
and
my
they better make
spiel.
sure
I
they
didn't-
love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey
Crap,
open,
man.
complete.
Okay.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Okay.
23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, it's Newton.
You see him holding me?
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. for
Okay, he
a
got me on that, but that dude
touchdown.
was holding.
Christian McCaffrey, 52 yards. And the Panthers
I
are
had to
going
steal
to
that
jump
play.
back in front.
That ain't me.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and
That
the
ain't me.
lead,
That's
but
the
they
other
struck
team
back.
playing.
And I love the
I
way
got
that they
white
just
shirts.
saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines.
all good,
So
though.
let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about
See,
7
I was
yards deep.
running, and they made me
And
take a
no run
knee.
back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes
What I
out to
wanted
the
to do.
25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
Nobody
And
was
they
off.
get to
Man,
Newton and
I
take
wasn't
him
gonna throw
down
a
for the
pick
sack.
now.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You don't want none. Check the backer, check the backer. Under 10. 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Oh, twisting away.
Oh, I thought
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
I'm going to get it.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Quick slant caught by Moore.
Timeout.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Get out.
And
there you go.
Get
yes.
This one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Yes.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
What I need.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double up. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
To the air again, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Set. 780. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Newton. He finds his man.
I'm getting my field goal.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let me get my points.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Oh, my God!
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap,
Adam
good hold.
is
Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, man, missed another field goal.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
I got to get a pick.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Snap, we might be back in business.
And taken successfully.
What game is this? 3? I think it's game 3.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, you should have just ran out. You was already right there.
Effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game.
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Watch it before. Defense wins championship.
Newton on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Step, you see where they're going to make a decision about the school being closed tonight?
Very manageable.
By the end of the
things
week.
considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
Come on, can y'all
to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12. Newton, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
I need a touchdown like yesterday. Yeah,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Y'all really think I'm going to punt?
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's a fake here on fourth
Dang it, man.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
They're not ready for this, man.
McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah, I don't see us going back either.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up.
That's all right.
Got to it.
I'm getting my practice in for the Coronavirus Classic.
Gano
That's
now
all it is.
Following the touchdown here to kick it away.
See what I need to work on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I need a touchdown. For real.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton over the middle, complete. That's more.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Newton to throw.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Let's stop.
Let's stop. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Check. Fresno.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that
gonna drop the ball
open and drop it.
You wide
Sometimes
open.
you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Ah!
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the end zone,
That was in there.
Lined up incomplete.
You got to catch it, bro.
Into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover. You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw, Newton. And no,
he
it's
dropped it.
incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Insert bad
Mario
word.
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
Why not, right? I got
as they
3
get
of them.
with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
20.
From the 50, Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's see what you got.
One last throw here for Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's another L to add to my
So
book
this
today.
one is over. A victory for Carolina.
I'm going to try to get one more game in so I get my full 2 hours.
After the break,
And
they pitched the
hopefully,
second half shutout.
Yeah,
I'll
think
end on a
about
good
the
note.
team that just got vanquished. They did
Either
score
way,
in
the
second
internet's
quarter.
holding up,
Do you
so
think
I'm
they thought
happy.
at all that would be their last points of the game?
This was
No,
a practice
but
round.
what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether
Most
it was an
definitely
adjustment,
either
whether it was just
tomorrow
more
or
focus on
Wednesday
what they
the
planned to do
coronavirus
going
classic
in,
will
whether they
happen.
just played better, whatever it
Might
was,
be
it all
tomorrow.
came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's
Like,
a
during
great
the
way
day,
to
I don't
close them out.
I'll get with the Negro Sports League and we'll figure it out.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew.
Still
I'm
my
Brandon
running
Gault.
yard.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
All right, one more game for this stream. Make sure you like, share, comment, criticize, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on. And thank you, Stephanie, for watching me and supporting me, or whatever you call it. I gotta get a win. Let's see who I'm gonna play. Alright, let's go. I need a win. My record is probably looking horrible right now. But keep playing, you'll get better, right? Make sure y'all washing your hands and everything so you won't get the corona. Stay at home.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 59.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step ahead.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
I'm going to get a win right here.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Out.
Completes it to Coleman.
Do all that.
No gain, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Tiger Blood 654.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete.
No Samuel.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree.
Man right there,
all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Almost, Bruce.
Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The thing about Carolina, they ain't really got no threats.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Everybody know after the year McCaffrey had last year,
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I need to play with somebody else.
They're losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13.
Ready. Check 56. I got him.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
This is not going to happen. No.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Set. 88. Gun. 54. Watch 54.
Check pass. Check pass.
Go, 54. Mike's 54.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle. That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
There you go.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Really, kid. Every time the charm. I can't wait for the NFL draft. It will be Thursday. Miss it!
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
All right, I need a touchdown. Forget all of this.
Very little movement
This,
after, and that forces
I
him to
gotta
settle
get a
for
touchdown.
3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
All right, thanks, Step.
That's a staple of
Handle your
this
business.
offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you
able
for,
to use his size to break off much
thank
more
you for
yardage
watching
after
and
the
hitting
catch,
that like button.
but still an effective game
I really
nonetheless.
appreciate it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Newton.
Catch it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Switch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Tighten up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. What's that?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down and 4.
Oh, catch the ball!
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he will find his man.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Hogan complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try.
All right, now we got a ball game.
And
Woo!
that'll cut it to 3 at
I needed that.
10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, defense. I get the ball back, and I just hold them, and I get the ball back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like
There you go,
Into
Luke.
heavy
Happy
traffic, and
birthday.
it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks
Yeah,
it. And this
he got
one will
a
be
pick for his
returned
birthday.
to right
Yes,
around
sir.
the 38-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about
All right,
it. They had a
Internet,
chance
don't
going to
you trip
halftime
out
with
now.
the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Finally, my play has worked.
And they will eventually get him down.
Timeout.
But he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Newton. And that will be caught by
yes!
Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
There you go.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers have
And I
taken
get
the
the ball back.
lead.
14.
The touchdown all set up by the big play.
Definitely
got
gotta get this win.
They
Come on,
finish
y'all.
it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Back up all my people.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit
have all
on it
that
here because of
underneath.
what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little
They
bit,
have all
and
that
start
underneath.
over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under
Yeah,
100
I got
yards
it.
of total offense. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Wait. 6. Give me that ball, defense.
On first down, Garoppolo.
Yes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There you
And
go,
this
F.
offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's
Oh,
caught inside
Samuel,
the 20.
Debo.
That's it for the first
Oh, my
half.
goodness.
2 more quarters to go. We'll have
I
plenty
get
more
the ball,
to see after the break.
I got to score a
Welcome
touchdown.
back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
I got to win this game. I need a morale
The Panthers
booster.
out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Confidence.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's see. Trying to get
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustment.
I'll try to
And
spin
this
it.
has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
There you go.
And they get him
Yes.
down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And the Panther first down.
Ready? Ready, 88.
Mike spot forward.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On the ground, McCaffrey.
Move out of my way.
Goes nowhere, losing yardage back near
Got
the
my
40 at
running
the
game.
39.
Come on.
It's a loss of a yard
See,
there,
if
and now
the
second
Panthers
down.
do not draft somebody for the offensive line, McCaffrey is not going to be able to handle all that
This is
workload.
McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the
gonna kill
third
him,
quarter,
man.
no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check. 54, Mike. 54.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more.
Wow, I didn't see the
And
other
he'll be
dude in the
taken
middle.
down, but not before he works
Yeah,
it
he didn't
past the
catch it.
50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10
let's go.
at the 46. A handoff left.
Hey,
McCaffrey.
go!
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50.
Boy, they can't let
right
me
at
do
midfield.
run.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it second and 14.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Come on.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
There we go.
So that one will get him halfway to the
That's
first
horrible.
down
11
marker.
rushes
7
for 10
yards.
yards.
Makes it 3rd and 7 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Operating from the gun. Newton.
Oh!
That's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker,
see
Fred
him.
Warner, right there on the coverage.
If I get
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I might have tried.
A 60-yard attempt.
Get it, get it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
I missed it.
And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on
That's
the
all right, let's
midfield
stop.
stripe. 60
Oh.
yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe,
Nah, bro, you ain't
the
no.
holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Are
And
you
he'll be
waving? You
brought
about got
down,
your
looks
lights
like
knocked
right
out,
at
bro.
the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Bam!
That's good for a 49er first down.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
Fourth quarter,
It's
come on,
49er
y'all.
Football, but some
5
ground to
more
cover. They
minutes.
find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
5 more minutes. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this will be
Okay, front of
incomplete.
him.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Yes,
and this
sir.
is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Nah. I ain't gonna go
I'm sure I'm
nowhere.
absolutely crazy about that play call.
Yes!
I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really
Now be
time
smart.
to go bombs away and try and make a big play?
And you'll
I think
win
you
this
can take
game,
some underneath
Queen.
stuff and still move it downfield.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on second down. Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass.
Man,
That's
y'all got to
complete.
get out of my way.
Nothing on the screen
73.
that time. Now it's third down.
So many
God,
screen passes
in the
are
way.
the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's
Sherman
eager to get the
jumping on
pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as
Come
they look to
on,
throw.
man.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Far too early though, Tiger Blood.
Debo Samuel, 58 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier?
All right, I got to score a touchdown. You have 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
Like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here we go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Yo, 56. Mike, 56. 56.
They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete.
Yes, sir.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. 180. Check 56. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Get out.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
A successful screen pass is well choreographed, but this one just didn't come together at all. Couldn't get the blocking aligned, the timing, everything was off. Let's give a little credit to the defense for finishing off that play for no yardage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
56 is the mic. Blue down, blue up front.
Now it's Newton.
Let's get this.
Complete.
Oh, they get it first.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
There we
and
go.
the 10-year vet.
There we go. Now hold him for 40 seconds.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute
Woo!
of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry
I
is
gotta
did you
get
leave
this
too
win,
much time
man.
on the clock as another field goal the other way. That does
It's
you
another
in.
good game.
Exactly
It's
right.
been for a
You didn't
good
get
game.
into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just
I
give
just
up
got
big chunks of
the
yardage
ball.
in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two,
Morale
play the
boost
best
for
defense you
real.
can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that. But they have all their play sequences called.
Come on, Luke.
If they get
Make-
out of bounds,
make 'em
that
drop
allows them to
it.
huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman.
In there. He's still in
7
bounds.
yards there and a first down.
We're going to work.
Oh, yeah.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike the 59.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll toss it to Coleman.
Go.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Come on, man.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Chill, man. Oh, Lord.
Here we go. 180.
Right. He's tight like that.
Now Garoppolo.
Woo!
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off
Hey.
at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the
Ah, just 3 seconds, though.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard
3
line.
seconds, though, man.
Check. Watch 54.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets
If
it
I
inside
had
the 35 and just shy of the 30.
a few more
And here in
seconds,
overtime,
I could have caught
if
a
the team that
timeout.
receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's
When I
over.
caught
If
that
they
ball.
don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly
They coulda
right.
got
If they go
field
down
goal.
and kick a field goal, the other team
Heads
gets a
or tails?
possession to either match it or score
Yes!
a touchdown to win the ball game.
I'm receiving,
If
bro.
both
I'm
teams
finna
kick
score
field
and I'm
goals,
finna win.
the
Let's
next team
go.
to score wins. But if the receiving
Tails,
team
I
throws
found.
a pick six
Steph,
or fumbles
when
the
you
ball and
watch
gets
this
picked up by the
again,
defense and they
I
score,
call tails
the game is
because
over
you
at that
said
point.
tails never fails. Are you right? Yes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Now let's go.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved with their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. No. Off. Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gain of a yard.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime for Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Almost.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Going for it. Yeah. It's now or never. Let's go.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And this is caught. He hits more.
Oh! I got my win in overtime. Yes.
Absolute studs.
See?
Here as they win it on the road.
Yes.
Overtime.
See, I could have just punted the ball, but no, it was now or never. Yes! I ended that one on a good note. I got my 2 hours of stream.
Look at you.
Woo!
Make this whole thing
Thank you.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.
I still didn't get a lot of running yards, but I got 3 takeaways.
Got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles
Now,
Davis,
that was a little morale booster for
the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
Got my confidence back up. I'm good.
Of the NFL on
Make sure you tune in for the Coronavirus Classic Championship game.
So long from Santa Clara.
I'll let you know via Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me at Twitter at Queen of the One, and Instagram is Queen of the One 2083. And that's gonna wrap up today's stream for online head-to-head with Queen of the One. Thank you for everyone that participated. Step, thank you so much for supporting me and watching me. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subs. Make sure all my subs hit the bell so you know when I'm on. And if you would like to play me, just send me your gamer tag and we can play right now. Well, not right now, but when I'm on. Peace.